Today we're going to have a stovetop meal. This is going to be creamy garlic chicken, and follow along and we'll make this really simple dish. So what you do is you take your chicken breasts and you slice them down kind of like butterfly, but instead of butterflying them, you go all the way through. So what you're going to do is take one breast and make it two. So I've doubled the recipe, so make sure that you pay attention down below. That's just a single recipe. I went ahead and doubled it. So you're going to put a little bit of oil in the skillet. It doesn't matter what type of oil, olive oil, avocado oil, canola, whatever you use. And take your chicken breasts and you're just going to basically brown them on both sides, a little salt and pepper, and then take them out, let them rest for a minute. I'm going to pour off some of these juices. I need just a little bit left in there because I'm going to put my garlic in here. You're going to put your garlic in, and you're going to cook it for just a few minutes. And this is fresh garlic that I grew on my own, and I just chopped it up. We don't really care if it's minced or not, but you can, I do have a garlic press. Just didn't want to have to fool with it. So we're going to let this cook just like a minute on low in the juices. It's just a basic cream reduction. It's not a gravy really. It's maybe a really thin sauce. Now, before I add the chicken back in, what I want to do is go ahead and add my other things first. You're going to go ahead and add your cream, chicken broth, parsley, and I'm going to need a teaspoon because I doubled the recipe. About a half a teaspoon of salt because I doubled the recipe again. And about a half teaspoon pepper because, of course, I doubled the recipe. So, I'm trying to remind you so that you don't forget. Don't put that much in there unless you've doubled it. Now, your chicken is not cooked all the way through. It is almost, but not completely. Especially some of the thicker pieces. So we're going to put the chicken back in there.
Brand new street and brand new me. Side by friends I need. Don't you tell me that you're in town. I already know. Couple days ago.
Put this on medium heat, and I'm going to cover it and let it cook for, we can try about 15 minutes or so. I'll see you in a few. Okay, y'all, here's the finished product. Put it on a bed of pasta. This just happens to be penne, but you can use anything. Poured these real thin sauce over it so you can't really see it that well. And I paired it with green beans, and we'll have some rolls with it as well. Hey y'all, today we're going to make a creamy chicken stew. So you need to put a tablespoon of butter in your soup pot and chop up your chicken breast into bite-sized pieces. So you need 2 of those, and then you need to cook this until it is done. Okay, so we need to add some seasoning right before we get too far in our recipe. We need to add some salt and pepper, and you can do that to taste. Some Italian seasoning, about 2.5 teaspoons. So we'll add just a little bit less than that.
Take a bow, already know. Now you gotta go. Hey, now that our names are written in stone, let's be honest, sounds like home. Still I'm here alone and I'm calling your phone. I wish I could wipe my own
so at this time you can add a tablespoon of olive oil if you need it. And go ahead and add your vegetables. We're doing baby carrots, celery, some onion, some sliced red potatoes.
Do something that will make sense. I wish I would know what you're thinking about. I wish I could wipe my own memory out.
We're gonna cook these until they're soft. Okay, so everything's just starting to get soft. It's not where I want it to be, but it'll continue to cook. I took some of my baby carrots because they were kind of thick. Chop those up a little bit. The next thing you need to do is add your chicken back in. Stir that up. And you need to take, in a separate bowl, this is what I did here, milk, cream of chicken soup, a cup of sour cream, and some ranch seasoning. You're going to add that in. And I'm going to cut this down on low so it can simmer until all the vegetables get done. So I'm going to cover and simmer it for a little bit longer. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. I added canned green beans. The recipe specified fresh or frozen. I didn't have either one of those. So at the end, I just added a can of drained green beans, and it still turned out just fine. This is pretty affordable and good for your budget. And it's a way to use up a lot of excess vegetables in your fridge. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.